Hi, Baddie. Welcome to another episode of Bad Bitch Embodiment podcast. My name is Jenna. I'm your host and guide, helping you feel empowered and supported to break up with diet culture, fall in love with your body, and call in your dream relationship. Let's get started. All right, y'all. This is my favorite podcast episode yet because I'm sharing with you so much valuable information with my signature 6-phase baddie framework to help you go from toe up to glow up post breakup so that you can change your fucking life in record time and call in the relationship of your dreams. Chances are, if you just went through a breakup, you're single and you don't want the next relationship to end up like the previous one. I know that was the case for me. When I went through my really bad breakup in 2025, it changed everything. I went from being so in love to completely heartbroken in just 4 months' time. And that was really shocking for me. It was really hard for me to deal with. And I knew that I had to take a long, hard look at myself to understand what had gone wrong in the relationship so that I wouldn't repeat those patterns again. And this is what caused me to create the baddie framework because each letter in the word baddie stands for a different thing that you can implement into your life to have a glow up. Guaranteed, because I fucking did it. I changed my life by implementing these 6 tenets of baddie philosophy. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not fucking easy, okay? These tenets of baddie philosophy are not for the faint of heart. And I want you to think about this as like a bad bitch boot camp. Seriously, because there's going to be times where maybe you want to quit or give up. And I'm going to say it right now. Don't fucking do it. Keep going, because if you do everything that I tell you to fucking do, you will change your life and you will have a baddie glow up and you will start to get everything that you motherfucking want, because that's what's happened to me in such a short period of time. It's literally fucking insane. So we're going to start with the letter B, and B stands for beauty, because every bad bitch knows that her beauty and her energy are her 2 most valuable assets. And so you need to decide you're fucking hot. In order to have a glow up, contrary to popular belief, you don't have to change anything about yourself, okay? You don't have to lose weight. You don't have to get surgery. That's all marketing. Those are fucking lies to get you to buy whatever the people who are making the advertising are selling. You don't have to do that. You literally make a choice and you fucking commit. That is what I did. When I went through my breakup, I decided that I was going to become my own muse. You need to treat your body like a work of art. You are the art and you are also the artist. The interesting thing about this is once you decide that you're hot, you instantly become so much more attractive, both to yourself and to the other people around you. I don't want you to try and look like anyone else, okay? I think there's a lot of women who are walking around who all just look the fucking same. And honestly, I'm sick of it. You need to become obsessed with your unique beauty. Whatever makes you special, whatever makes you different, I want you to accentuate it. Think about the Mona Lisa or Frida Kahlo in her self portraits, right? The women depicted in those works of art aren't traditionally beautiful by your everyday standard. However, there's something about them that is so iconic and so intriguing that makes you want to look at them more. And that's how I want you to think about yourself, okay? For example, I am kind of self conscious about my nose. So, what did I do? I decided to get three different piercings on my nose and accentuate it with a nose chain. And now, whenever I go out, my nose is what gets the most compliments. And now I am fucking obsessed with my nose. Like, I love my nose now because I chose to adorn it and make it beautiful for no fucking reason, just because I wanted to, just because I wanted to look and feel hot and be kind of weird. So, again, get weird with it. Like, y'all, I have a purple faux hawk right now. I have a nose chain. I have arm tattoos, and I am wearing a full out rhinestone bodysuit. And come on. Hey, it's giving bad bitch energy. So you don't need to do what I'm doing. No, do what the fuck you want to do, but make it sexy and make it your own. Once you decide to adorn your body, you're the muse, you're the art, you're the artist, you're going to take a picture and you're going to post it on your Instagram story every day for 30 days. This was life changing for me because I started out really shy. I started out with having a fear of being seen, and I would just post a cute little selfie. And then all of a sudden, people were treating me differently. They were reacting differently to my energy, to my look. And all of a sudden, I became iconic for no other reason than me deciding that I was. And once you're a fucking icon, you are going to exercise pretty privilege, okay? Because a bad bitch knows that pretty privilege is a real fucking thing. And let me tell you this, okay? I used to be some wook walking around with dreadlocks down to my ass. I didn't do my makeup. I didn't do my hair. I wore tie-dye clothes. And guess what? People treated me like shit. I'm not going to fucking lie to you. Like, I was treated a lot differently because of how I looked than how I'm treated now, where I do my hair and my makeup every day. I make sure to pick out a really cute outfit. I look presentable and put together, and people treat me differently. I exercise pretty privilege in the streets. People give me discounts on shit, free coffee. They let me cut in line. And so, this is what you're going to do. You're going to decide you're hot, you're going to become obsessed, and then you are going to exercise pretty privilege because a bad bitch knows that life is so much easier when she is demure and divine and sexy and hot. Beauty is currency in these streets. So you can choose to play the game, ladies, or you could choose not to play the game. But a bad bitch 100% chooses to play the game, and she exercises her pretty privilege unapologetically. Okay, moving on. The next letter in Baddie is A, and A stands for audacity. Yes, audacity. You need to be brave, bold, big, and bitchy. Duh. You cannot be a good girl and a bad bitch at the same time. Sorry, but that's the truth. And a lot of us can wind up in these tough relationship dynamics because we were playing the good girl. So you need to cut that shit out. You need to call in the version of your highest self that is self-centered and a bitch. Because guess what? Once you start being bitchy and audacious, you are going to get everything you motherfucking want. So a bad bitch claims a bold new identity often, and she does it unapologetically. I want you to hold your highest self, that version of you that is beyond this breakup, near and dear to your heart. The one that's in love, the one that has the relationship, the money, the vacation, the hot clothes, all of it. You are going to become delusional as fuck, and you are going to start moving through the world like that bitch who already has all those fucking things. Because a bad bitch is ruthless about progressing her life and making her life better. And so that's what you need to do. You need to claim this big, bold, audacious identity, and then you need to be her right here, right now. It's not when, oh, I get this thing, well, then I'll be a bad bitch. No, you be a bad bitch, and then you get the things that you fucking want. And to do this, I'm sorry again, most people aren't going to want to do this, but you're going to have to make yourself and everyone around you uncomfortable. For real, for real. When I first started shifting into my bad bitch identity, girl, I posted a naked picture of myself online and my dad saw it on Facebook. I'm not fucking kidding you, okay? So not only did I make myself uncomfortable, I made my dad uncomfortable and I made a whole bunch of other people uncomfortable. But you know what? I didn't fucking care because I was so committed to stepping into this new identity where I saw myself as hot and sexy and sovereign. I was done being the good girl. I was done playing small. And so, in order to be a bad bitch, you have to take risks. You have to step outside of your comfort zone and you have to be really brave and audacious because let's be real about it. Everyone wants to be a bad bitch, but you actually don't see a whole lot of bad bitches walking around in the streets, okay? You might spot one or two per day if you're lucky. And it's because you have to be willing to lean into discomfort. You're going to have to be triggered in your nervous system as you're teaching your body to be safe with maintaining this new bad bitch identity. And it's something that not a lot of people are willing to do. But trust me, on the other side of those triggers is the shit that you really want for your life. And so, this letter A, audacity, is really all about claiming the shit that you want and creating an identity around it. So I want you to dream up your alter ego. I am my alter ego right now, Paradise. And Paradise is bold. She loves to dance. She loves to wear rhinestones. She loves to act out. She loves to go shopping and fly first class and she is just the main character. And so I channel Paradise when I am in these old situations that maybe are trying to pull me back into that good girl identity that I had before the breakup. I wear a bracelet and a ring to channel my alter ego. So you can even have a totem where you put something on your body. It could be jewelry, it could be perfume, it could be a pair of shoes, whatever you want. You're going to have this totem that triggers your body to get into the feeling of your alter ego bad bitch character. And then you're going to walk through the streets as her, delusional as fuck, and you're going to trigger yourself and you're going to trigger everyone else around you. But trust me, when you're bold and when you're brave, you get the things you want a lot faster because you're not afraid to take risks and go after them. All right, so we've covered the first two tenets of baddie philosophy. Now we are on to the first letter D, which stands for desire. Ooh, this is one of my favorite things to talk about: desire and pleasure, because a bad bitch knows what the fuck she wants. And she also knows that she can have it. Before my breakup, I was constantly compromising because I had this subconscious belief that I could not have what I genuinely wanted. And I had to get really real with myself and ask where those beliefs came from. And it turns out that they were inherited from my family system. Everyone in my family was constantly compromising and working really hard, and just they didn't believe that they could have the things that they wanted with ease. And I am here to tell you that if you have a desire on your heart, it's because God put it there for a reason, and you are meant to have it. Again, contrary to popular belief, you don't have to force and fight and prove yourself to have the things that you want. No, you simply decide that you are worthy and you commit to feeling good. Especially for women, pleasure is so important. You need to implement a daily pleasure practice to get your mind and your body into the proper space before you start your day. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to connect to pleasure and desire daily, because these things expand your energetic field. They make your aura grow. And if we are thinking about baddie energy, okay, baddie energy is big. You know, when you walk into a room as a baddie, everyone stops and looks at you because you are fucking magnetic. And you don't become magnetic through working more or forcing or fighting or proving yourself. No, you do it through feeling really motherfucking good. And so that's what you're going to do. You have to connect with your desire. Now, one thing that you can do is write down a list of 100 desires. Yes. I swear to God, the first time I did this, I could not even think of 100. It's very hard. I want you to get out a notebook and write down 100 things that you genuinely want. And I want you to reflect on it, because chances are you might not be able to get to the 100 right away. But then this is where things get fun, because then you really need to tap into your mind and your intuition and your womb. And I want you to get ridiculous. Like, I'm talking about, if you could have anything in the world, what would you want? And write it down on the list. We have to be real with ourselves. We have to stop denying that we want certain things. I think there's a lot of cultural conditioning around desire and dimming women's desire and telling us that what we want is frivolous or silly or too much. It's not too much, babe. I'm giving you permission to say, hey, I can have whatever the fuck I want. And one thing that a bad bitch does is that she does whatever the fuck she wants. So you need to stop doing shit that you don't want to do. And you need to start doing shit that you really want to do unapologetically. Because that is what actually allows your energetic field to grow and to shine as a woman. So you're going to write down your 100 desires, and then you're going to practice pleasure daily. And my advice to you would be to do it as early as you possibly can in your day. So for me, it's putting on a really hot, sexy outfit and doing my makeup first thing in the morning. I also love to take a morning walk. Maybe for you, it's listening to music. Maybe for you, it's putting on perfume. Maybe it's doing like an oil massage, right? And moisturizing your skin. It's something that makes you feel good that's totally fucking unnecessary. Okay. So keep that part in mind. Something a little extra to just say to your body, hey, I'm here for you and you deserve to feel good. I started doing this and it snowballed to now I'm at the point where I'm experiencing the most pleasure I ever have in my life and also the most ease. I do not have to work hard for what I want anymore. It actually just comes to me effortlessly because my energy is in alignment with the things that I desire. And so I attract the right people and circumstances without having to do shit. I literally just focus on feeling good because the feeling is the secret. In order to get the things that you desire, you have to align your internal vibration with the resonance of that thing. That's it. When you do that, when you lean into daily pleasure, you collapse timelines and the things that you want come in so much faster. At the end of the day, a bad bitch gets what she wants and does what she wants. So bye-bye, good girl energy, and hello, bad bitch embodiment through honing in on your desires. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Bad Bitch Embodiment podcast. If you enjoyed our conversation, please share with members of your community and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so we can keep having these amazing conversations every week. I will see you next Thursday. And until then, you are a bad bitch. Don't you ever forget it.